It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday night primetime.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow will throw. Again, that's Hurst. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, this is Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys hit bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air conditioned.
No bones?
None.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
All right, ready?
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. After one, 7-0. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll stay on the... And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
Now McCoy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's McCoy. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. On 3rd down, Burrow. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. McCoy on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Touchdown! Trey McBride as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they take a knee. So we reach all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Pass midfield. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. And the ball is knocked out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On 1st down, McCoy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this 35-0 now. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. He'll get this to about the 38. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Room here to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and
that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The solid stiff arm. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They run behind center with Conner. Always got some breathing room. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry in. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now